opinions expressed in the following program are not necessarily those of Shaw Cable Systems or of the station. Through our access policy, we provide the opportunity for community groups and individuals to express their points of view.
Do not attempt to recreate any of these moves at home. The wrestlers featured in tonight's Gold Dragon wrestling match are professionally trained athletes. This program contains scenes of violence. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello again, wrestling fans, and welcome to Gold Dragon Wrestling. We're back again at ringside. I'm Bob Leonard, and I have a different table mate here at the broadcast position. Mr. Intensity, Mark Posey, is joining me to introduce his next match, which is J.S. McStrongarm going up against Vance Nevada, who, incidentally, is Mark Posey's tag team partner. Your comments, Mark, on this upcoming match.
Well, first off, Bob, I'm sure the pleasure is all yours. It's certainly not mine. I think Mr. McStrongarm is totally outclassed in this match. Vance Nevada is going to wipe the mat with him.
Well, you may be right. On the other hand, you may be wrong. But I guess the only way that we're going to know is to watch the action, which is coming up in just a moment.
Absolutely. Let's get to it.
John Diefenbaker to be sworn in as Canada's new Prime Minister.
In the ring once more at Gold Dragon Wrestling, and I have with me Vance Nevada, a rather legendary tough guy who has been from end to end in Canada many, many times and has wrestled the best. He is in the ring against J.S. McStrongarm. They certainly have an issue between them, perhaps more than one issue, I think. Vance, what do you look for in this match?
You know, all the wrestling fans in Saskatchewan have to know this. The man you're looking at in the ring right now is 100% grade A Canadian beef, Mr. Beefy Goodness, Vance Nevada. And in case you haven't been introduced to me yet, I am a pretty big deal. You're looking at a guy that has spent his whole adult life inside this ring. More than 1,400 matches from coast to coast. A former NWA Canadian champion, 3-time All-Star Wrestling Trans-Canada champion, and depending on who you talk to, the disputed NWA World Heavyweight Champion. I have been in the ring with the very biggest and the very best, and just because J.S. McStrongarm wants to get a haircut like me, that doesn't mean that he's even close to in the same league as Vance Nevada. J.S. McStrongarm, when I look at you, I think you're as slimy as a car salesman. The reality is this: Vance Nevada is a published author. Vance Nevada is an award-winning historian. Vance Nevada was given an award as the most influential wrestler in the history of Central Canadian wrestling, and that is all fact. And you might think that I'm pretty arrogant, right? You might say I'm a little cocky, but as the song goes, it ain't cocky if you can back it up. And all the wrestling fans in Saskatchewan and across Western Canada, they know it, and they're gonna see it tonight. J.S. McStrongarm, this may be the greatest match of your career, but it may also be your last.
No lack of confidence there on the part of Vance Nevada. Loaded for bear, I think. And What can I say, Vance? I think you're up against someone here who has an axe to grind very seriously with you. You attacked a ring announcer right in this ring who has been here for a long time, who is well respected. You and Mark Posey attacked him for no earthly reason. You just attacked him. And that has got J.S. McStrongarm's ire up. The ring announcer is an old friend of his, and he is out for revenge. He's going to throw everything at you, I think, but the kitchen sink. How do you plan to cope with a man who is just plain mad?
People want to talk about beating up a ring announcer. Nobody cares about ring announcers, Bob Leonard. In fact, I could kick the tar out of you right now and no one would even shed a tear.
Whoa.
And even worse than that, we're talking about a ring announcer who's a fat guy. Nobody even loves fat people. It's collateral damage. And the only way to get noticed is that you need to sometimes bend the rules a little bit. Sometimes you need to try something a little different. Sometimes you need to knock down a fat guy and kick the tar out of him. The fact is, nice guys finish last, and I'm not anywhere near the back of the line.
Well, there you have it from Vance Nevada. Again, he is brimming with confidence, but we will see. We'll be back very shortly, and we'll talk with J.S. McStrongarm about this same subject. We're in the ring at Gold Dragon Wrestling, and I'm Bob Leonard. I've got with me J.S. McStrongarm. Fine gentleman. He is going to be wrestling, not in his gear right now, but he will be, and he'll give you a dandy evening of entertainment. J.S., tell us about your match.
Well, I'll be facing Mr. Beefy Goodness, Vance Nevada. You know, Bob, you used the term gentleman with me, and I hope you used it loosely. See, I haven't always been the nice guy. I always haven't been the straight shooter. I've cut corners. I've done some pretty dastardly things in my career, and I'm hoping to change that. I'm hoping to become a bit more of a fan favorite. See, I had a bit of an epiphany with Vance Nevada. The thing is with Vance Nevada and his little friend Mark Posey, they crossed a line. They crossed a line when they laid hands on a friend of mine. Our announcer, Scott Hellings, I have known him for years. My wife has known him for years. He is all but family to me. And Vance Nevada and Mark Posey stepped over the line. They laid their hands on Scott. They beat up Scott. Scott is not a wrestler. Scott is not trained to be in this ring.
I remember that very well, as a matter of fact. That was not too long ago, and that was an ugly situation.
So tonight I get my hands on Vance Nevada. And he's an excellent wrestler. He has been around this ring so many times. He has wrestled some of the best people on the planet, and I have my work cut out for him. But win, lose, or draw, Vance Nevada, and you better look at me when I tell you this, win, lose, or draw, tonight you will know you've been in a fight. And I promise you that.
Well, there you have it right from the horse's mouth. I think Vance Nevada is maybe in for a little more than he bargained for tonight. You're right. He has got a tremendous background, about 17 years in the professional ring, wrestled from coast to coast in Canada, down into the U.S. a little bit. He's always a force to be reckoned with.
No doubt.
And, you know, traveling back and forth across Canada, he has wrestled so many different men that he's got experience in almost any offense you can throw at him. What do you have there in your arsenal that might trip him up?
The thing with me is I don't have the experience of a Vance Nevada. I don't have the lineage of a Vance Nevada. I don't have the training of a Vance Nevada. What I have going into this match is heart, plain and simple. I have a lot of heart coming into this match. But what Vance Nevada hasn't taken into account is that I'm still JS McStrongarm, and I will still cut corners, and I still will do whatever I have to do to get that 1, 2, 3 tonight.
I hear you loud and clear. Believe me, I've seen you wrestle a number of times, and you are clever in there. You're right, you used to be a pretty bad rule bender. I know that you've changed, but I don't think you forget some of those old tricks, and you may just need those, I think, to cope with what Vance Nevada has to offer.
You're absolutely right. Now, Bob, I really appreciate the time we've taken together. So all I got to say is, Vance, come prepared, or you're going down.
There you have it. Vance Nevada versus JS McStrongarm. It's going to be a great match. We'll be back in the ring in just a moment.
From coast to coast, the trucking industry employs 400,000 hard-working Canadian men and women, generating $65 billion annually to support the Canadian economy, and is vital to our way of life. If you got it, the truck brought it. Visit cantruck.com for details.
Do not attempt to recreate any of these moves at home. The wrestlers featured in tonight's Gold Dragon wrestling match are professionally trained athletes. This program contains scenes of violence. Viewer discretion is advised.
McStrongarm has got a pretty good temper going there, and that might just carry him through.
Not against a true professional like Vance Nevada. Not a chance.
Well, I guess we're going to see, but I think you're a little biased in any event.
Me? Biased?
Yes, you're biased. That would be your tag team partner.
That would be my tag team partner.
And the former champions. All right, slow start here. I think they're going to be feeling each other out a little bit.
I think McStrongarm's scared is what the problem is.
Well, I don't see Nevada advancing too quickly there.
He's got problems with this fan over here. Guys keep beaking off like that, we're never going to get this match underway.
Well, I suppose if, somebody is thin-skinned enough to be bothered by that, that could be a reason for delay. Not very legit.
Hey, we're professional athletes. We need to concentrate on what we're doing. These idiots sitting at ringside need to shut their traps and watch Vance Nevada beat JS McStrongarm.
Well, we'll see how that turns out.
Of course you should shake his hand. Oh, now there's a sportsman.
No go.
There's a sportsman. Vance Nevada offers a hand in friendship. What does McStrongarm do? Just slap it away.
I think there's a man that's too wise to take the bait. A good start for Vance Nevada. Hard landing for McStrongarm.
Yep, I think McStrongarm is in for the beating of his life. He is not advancing in this tournament. Vance Nevada's going to take it to him, no problem.
Well, we will see.
Yes, that would be very lucky.
At the very best, that would be a mixed blessing. But again, you're a little biased.
Just a little. Just a little. I like true professionals.
We can do this all night long.
Oh,
here's more of this crowd interrupting concentration.
Great hip toss there, and a drag. And a slam.
Now see, that's smart on Vance's part. Breaking McStrongarm's momentum that he got lucky enough to get, because all the fans have been distracting Mr. Nevada.
Well, he distracts very easily, I'd have to say.
Wow. Some of these boneheads get out there yelling.
They pay their money, and that's what they can do.
See, these people need to shut up and let Vance do his job. I don't understand what the problem is.
Oh, is that part of his job, a landing like that? Courtesy of J.S. McStrongarm?
J.S. McStrongarm is an opportunist. He's taken advantage of the fact that the fans are distracting Mr. Nevada.
Ah, I see.
This should be a fair, even contest. These people should all shut up.
I'm glad, Mr. Posey, that you make everything so crystal clear for us all. Arm wringer at work there, puts a lot of pressure on the shoulder, the elbow.
Yes, yes, it does.
Whoa. And a wrist lock. That is a good solid wrist lock that McStrongarm has him trapped in.
Yes, it is.
And one you don't see very often.
No, but you got to be careful of them. If you don't work your way out of there, you can actually pull your shoulder out.
Yeah, true enough.
Now, see, but there's the true professional reversing it. Now McStrongarm is taking it back, but you know, Vance Nevada is going to persevere. He always has, and he always will.
And around again. Not letting up the pressure on Nevada at all. Whip into the ropes. Oh, solid knee to the gut.
Absolutely. McStrongarm made the classic inexperienced mistake. He dropped his head.
That's right. Keep your eye on the ball.
And now Vance Nevada is going to capitalize, as only Vance Nevada can.
As long as he doesn't get busy paying attention to the crowd again.
Well, like I said, this crowd needs to shut its mouth. They got no business distracting us when we're trying to do our jobs.
Oh, that hurt way out here. That was just simply a solid boot in the ribs, and you could feel that right here at ringside. Into the turnbuckle, shoulder blocks. Just folding McStrongarm in half. And a boot right to the chest. Flattened him.
Absolutely. You don't want to make Vance Nevada mad. Because I tell you, he will destroy you in about 3 seconds flat.
Very close.
There we go, abdominal stretch.
Abdominal
Better
stretch
move
indeed.
right in the middle of the ring. There's no way McStrongarm's getting out of that.
About the only escape there is to simply power out, and the way that that body is twisted, powering out is going to be very difficult. Referee listening closely for a submission here.
I think McStrongarm should just give up now. He's done. He's got nothing left.
Well, he's still moving. There's some life there.
See, and now here's the people again trying to influence the outcome of this match. I don't believe this.
Well, people are merely cheering for their favorite, Mark.
Well, that speaks to the problem right there. How can Vance Nevada not be their favorite?
Well, for whatever reason.
He's my favorite. Well, except for me, of course.
Did I mention biased? Yeah, I did.
I don't recall that.
Another pin attempt, another 2 count. And that is using your head. Vance Nevada ramming his head into the chest area of J.S. McStrongarm. That takes the starch out of him.
I've done it many times myself. Yeah, that's good advice, McStrongarm. Give up. Just like Vance said, give up.
I don't think we have a guy here who gives up very easily. He is determined. I've talked to him several times today, and he just keeps expressing it that he is in there to win.
Well, you got to go into the ring with the attitude that you're going to win. But the fact of the matter is, I don't care how determined J.S. McStrongarm is, Vance Nevada is too much for him.
Oh. That was close.
That looked like 3 to me, ref. That looked like 3 to me.
Well, Nevada dropped his full weight on J.S. McStrongarm's chest. Probably drove the wind completely out of him at the very least. Obviously, he's taking a few seconds to recover here. Another pin attempt. 2 only.
I think Vance is just playing with him, testing his mettle, seeing what he's got. But I promise you, it won't be enough. Against an experienced veteran like Vance Nevada, 9 out of 10 wrestlers pale by comparison.
This is looking a little dangerous here. But let's see what happens.
There we go. There we go.
Vance Nevada just outsmarted himself. Very hard landing, intended to be right on top of J.S. McStrongarm, but it didn't turn out that way.
Yeah, Vance is recovering a lot quicker.
Nor does that work out very well. Now that's his back banged up. That's his elbow banged up.
No. Come on, that's a closed fist, ref. You're supposed to at least admonish him. Come on, Vance, get out of the way.
Oh, moonsault, but
That's
that
the
did
way.
not work out.
That's the way. Okay, Vance, now's your time. You know better than anyone. Now's the time. There we go. Done. Yes.
1, 2, 3. There is your winner. Vance Nevada.
That's my partner.
McStrongarm.
Was there ever any doubt?
Apparently, not in your mind.
Absolutely not in my mind. Well, if you will excuse me, Mr. Leonard, I have a partner to go congratulate.
I will do that.
It's been entirely your pleasure.
What you're looking at right now is the next Gold Dragon Wrestling Champion and the future NWA World Heavyweight Champion right now. Right here tonight, baby.
Did I not tell you, Bob? Did I not tell you? Strongarm was totally outclassed. Vance came through again.
Well, he did. I'll give you that. He was the winner. The means, that's a different ballgame. We can talk about that forever, though. But there you have it. Vance Nevada is on to the next stage of the Gold Dragon tournament, championship tournament. I think he'll make his presence felt there, and we'll be seeing that match as well. Thanks so much for being with us. If you'd like to watch this match again that you've just seen tonight, watch the times on your screen, and you can pick up on it. My name's Bob Leonard. My table mate, Mark Posey, Mr. Intensity, off the air for this time. We'll see you next time.
The pleasure's been all yours.
Do not attempt to recreate any of these moves at home. The wrestlers featured in tonight's Gold Dragon wrestling match are professionally trained athletes.
The opinions expressed on the program you have just watched are not necessarily those of Shaw Cable Systems or of this station. Through our access policy, we provide the opportunity for community groups and individuals to express their points of view.